Hello! In this video, I'm going to try tackling one of the most common questions that I often get asked by students, and that is, I don't really know what the problem is with speaking. I can read well, I can listen well, I understand everything you say or everything that guy in the movie says, but when it comes to speaking, I have severe problems, and I think that something is wrong with my learning. Is this normal? Now, this is a very common question, although it feels very abnormal when you're trying to understand the problem for yourself. But believe me, this is very common among students who are trying to learn a new language. But what's the solution? Well, in my opinion, one of the most interesting and perhaps the most exciting methods that I always recommend my students to have is to learn speaking by listening. Now, this may sound a little simple or even a little absurd given the fact that most students try reading new books and reading new vocabulary books or novels to improve their speaking. I find this particularly bad because, well, I'm not against reading books and learning new vocabulary, but if you're doing that in order to improve your speaking skills, that's not something I would recommend. And by listening, I mean literally listening to anything. You can try podcasts or watching a movie, but listen also very carefully to how the dialogues are being said and the accent, the pronunciation of the words. All of these are quite essential in the path of developing better language skills and to become fluent, to speak more naturally. That's essentially the goal here. So, what I'm trying to say is that listening is actually a lot more valuable method in order to speak, in order to improve your speaking skills. And the reason I think this method is exciting is because after watching a lot of movies, for example, from your favorite actor, let's say Leonardo DiCaprio, uh, you begin to imitate the way he speaks English. If you've paid enough attention to how he uses the words and how he pronounces and his accents and everything. So if you've paid enough attention to all of these factors that I mentioned, probably unconsciously, you will develop your own way of speaking English that is somehow based on your favorite people. Now, just like a baby starts speaking and develops his own way of pronunciations based on the things that the baby hears, right? So if you hear enough and if you pay enough attention, you will eventually improve your speaking and your accent and everything related to it.